Hey guys, figured I'd show you this real quick before I put it together. Made a few changes with this tray. The front's still the same, still got the two holes here, mount to here if I want to run the battery back. So that stays the same. Back here a little different. You can see my two holes to hold my battery stopper out to the edge. And I did the mount like that because my ESC wires end up going right through those center ribs. So that's why I got this set up like this. And then if I put this in, sorry guys, I'm trying to hold the phone and do this at the same time. You can see why I did it like that. Obviously it's not completely lined up because it's not in, but you can see where my wires would end up running underneath the tray because I like running everything underneath to make it look neat. And then the reason I put this arm on this hole is this switch will now fit through here, so it'll come right off the ESC, and then down through the hole the switch will actually come back and mount to the back side of the ESC. Obviously the other wire will run through and go to my receiver. So just figured I'd show you guys that. A lot of people ask me how I got the wiring so clean on the last setup, and that's how. Seems like a lot of work, but it's not too bad, and I enjoy doing it. It looks good when it's done. So just wanted to show you that before I got it together, and I'll add on to this video and show you guys more as I go through the process. All right, you guys can see now that I got the radio tray basically done. I just got to add the battery strap. You can see what I mean now with the ESC, the wires running down and through, making it look nice and neat. You can see I'm running the battery in the back position, or at least back for what I have set up here. But I think that's going to be a good starting point. And then you can see the stop in there. It all looks nice and neat, looks clean. So yeah, and then I'll show you guys the bottom. A couple things. You can see that hole that I had made where the switch ran through. And when you run your wires, you want to keep them all, let me set this down. Obviously you want to keep them from hitting the chassis or being pinched or getting in the way of any of these holes, you know, to mount it to the chassis. And make sure they're obviously below the level of these, you know, so they're not getting smashed or pinched or even near those holes. I actually put a little bit of electrical, or not electrical tape, I'm sorry, some double-sided tape underneath this to hold it where it exits out back for the switch. And then you can see in the opening here, I just kind of use that double-sided tape that is exposed from mounting the ESC to hold that in place for me. Once it's in the car, it doesn't move now, but once it's in the car, I mean, the wire kind of learns itself to stay in that position, and you can take it in and out without checking it. But just be aware when you're first putting it together. But you can see that looks clean. Make sure you don't pull these wires tight. Leave a little, you know, a little slack there, so it still looks clean and looks good. But you don't want to have them pulled tight. So that's it, guys. You can see, like I said, it looks clean and looks good. And then obviously the battery can be adjusted if necessary, or if you want to try something different, you can run it forward. Just move that forward and that, and remove that, and then you're good to go. So that's it. I'll put it in the Truggy, and should be good to go. All right, guys, I'll go ahead and wrap this up. Obviously, this tray is done, like I was just saying. To show you what it'll look like, you know, in the Truggy, basically, I'm going for the same look as my buggy, but I didn't make the buggy adjustable. It's just run to the front like that. But I think a lot of you guys have seen this before. Give you the idea of what I'm going for and what I want it to look like, and you can see it's the same type of setup that I have on the buggy. So that's what it'll look like at the Truggy when it's done. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish this up, get it in the Truggy, and I like running my wires and soldering everything in while it's in the car, so I can get the links and everything just how I like it. So all right, figured I'd show you guys that, and if you want to run a Shorty in your E-Truggy or even your buggy, hopefully this video helps you out a little bit. All right, I'm no pro. That's just what I do, and maybe it'll work for you guys. All right, thanks.